Hey. So, this is my third time doing this. Talk about it briefly. I did this the first time, and while I liked it, it was kind of like a mess and all over the place, and I didn't really like going through it. And to be perfectly frank, my name's not Frank, it's Joshy, by the way. I feel like for the case of just needing to put this out there in order that is faster than not at all, I think it's good I probably do that. Have you been hearing the Marathon 2 Durandal theme in the background? I realized that I had accidentally left that on. Whoopsie. But I wanted to come to you all and basically say that I am not okay, but I'm okay. And it's a weird statement to say, and I realize that. And there's no real way of me trying to cover it up. I have not been doing well personally, but I'm fine, so you don't have to worry about that. There's been several things that I want to talk about, and I think the best way to start it is probably just not writing a script, then immediately not reading it, or, over analyzing various things about it. I'll just do it in a very rambly way because I think that's how I'm going to run. So I guess the first thing I should start off with is everything on the YouTube side. And all the shit with it. YouTube shit. This is all the YouTube shit section. Yay. Marathon. So I want to give a thanks to the growth I've experienced with stuff. Now I know it's because I've been hyper-focusing on Project Moon shit, and some of you are just here for that, which I get it. Perfectly fine. If you stay around and watch more stuff, that's cool too. But I can understand that people aren't always going to stick around, and I'm not going to be upset about it. But even with that said, I got to be honest about some stuff. I've been kind of unhappy with how the streams have been turning out recently. And I should specify this. It's not upset at the fact that, outside factors like chat and stuff like that, even though I do have some expressed problems sometimes with how chat goes, but that's on me. I should be more ironclad about how I set my rules in there and enforce them. And I'll get a little bit into it actually now because it's going to be a short subject. I really got to step up on moderation and keeping things relatively under control in chat, and it just doesn't happen because I don't want to be that kind of streamer that pinpoints a chatter and then makes it a weird dog pile on them because I feel uncomfortable with that personally for me. And I don't know that person's day or whatever. They might be having the worst day ever and they just made a dumb or a comment that they didn't know would get them fucking flamed, and I don't want to necessarily do that to them because that doesn't feel fair. And it feels awful. I gotta have more concrete rules and have them set, and that's my bad for not doing that. But like I said, that's not the main reason why I'm unhappy with the streams. The main reason why is just because I feel like they're not as fun to watch. And this comes from the fact that I don't really look forward to re-seeing some parts that I have done on stream again. And it's not because it's embarrassing or anything, but it's just it just doesn't feel as impactful as or as entertaining as I could make it. Now I'm not trying to make it to where I'm always pogging or soy jacking.
Oh yeah, Mr. Crab.
Or masturbating in front of you guys. The main thing is that I want it to be relatively enjoyable, and I feel like I can give that commentary. The problem is that I've just felt entirely burned out and unfulfilled by just kind of streaming the game, and that's it. And I feel like I don't make anything new for the stream because I don't do it, and it's fucking weird. And the only time it's really changed for that was doing the edit for the Limbus Company April Fool's event. That filled me with and I got it out relatively fast, and it filled me with oh, this is a good video I did. I had fun doing it, and I uploaded it, and I was happy with it. And I really missed it, and I really like doing that. I say missed, but I used to do, well, I did one edited LP, and then I did other edited LPs on other people's channels. So there's that. Yeah, no, I used to do it a lot, and I'm just been a little bit unfulfilled with just streaming it and just calling it a day there. Now I could edit the stream VODs, but I don't know if I want to edit it in a way where it's like a long form edited LP that I also upload to the same channel. I feel like it'd be like a really weird and redundant. But it's just been I've been unfulfilled by that, and that's basically what I can break it down to. Now, we'll say though, bit off topic. I'm a little salty. I don't know if you heard that bang. That was me accidentally hitting my phone on my desk. I might be a little bit salty. Little bit. Maybe feel a little bit inaccurate about this. But a certain, I'll see certain things such as streamer will react to this in Kanto 8. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I streamed it. Let me go check. Nope. I'm not mad. I don't even think the person does it to be mean. I just think they don't know I exist, which is perfectly fine. It's just like, one of those things where it's like, oh, just clip me, can someone clip me? Damn it. So no, it's not a problem. I just find it funny, alright? But no, it's just like I will still continue to do a lot of Project Moon stuff because I'll still follow Olympus Company. I will say I think there might be a change in the future. So I will stream the actual Kantos themselves because those are very long and there's a lot to them to chew on, and I think it's fair to do a just normal ass stream for those. So actual base Kantos will be streamed still. Intervalos and events, however, I've already made a rule that if it's a Bulgak, I don't stream it. I just do it offline because I've already done the story. There's no point in me doing it again on stream, and it just leads to a very boring stream. It also leads me to be bored too because I've read the story and I would like to hear the characters speak, but I'm not like fully engaging with it. So the thing I came up with is I don't do those any recording or streaming. I just do them offline, or I do them on my own. I say offline. This game needs a permanent connection online always. I will do them as without like necessarily putting them up anywhere because I don't think they're that interesting to do. Intervalos will be recorded from now on because they're a nice chunk of story, but they're not long. And I can relatively just edit those and put them together and put them in like a nice little package and put them out there. But I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. I will finish Library of Ruina on stream, and I believe I'm nearing the end, hopefully, of that game. But I don't know if I necessarily want to do a game like Library of Ruina again for a stream. At least to the degree that I do it. And the best way I can describe this is that Library of Ruina is a game where it is very, very fun to play and experience. However, it is a very hard game to be always entertaining with because I'm fucking knee-deep in reading goddamn shit about cards and what the effects they do and various other things about it, and I appreciate that kind of stuff, and I know some people would enjoy just watching that, but I kind of don't like how it's coming out, at least for me. But, that's no one's fault. I probably should have thought about it more than just jumping into streaming it. I jumped into streaming it because I primarily wanted to move on from the 100 line, which was streamed. And I don't mind that I streamed the 100 line, although I do wish I kind of recorded it. That's my one regret with it. But those are some of the changes that I feel like I have to make in terms of like my YouTube stuff. because I've just been feeling burnt out and not happy with everything on it. And hopefully this video will be the change that I want it to be. And hopefully it'll be out before uh in 3 hours from now. So we'll see if I make that deadline. So I should also talk a bit about some other stuff with my channel. The big one being
Will you wear wigs? When will you wear wigs?
being please booby milk in my mouth.
What is going on with you? What are you talking about? You sound insane.
So I relatively market myself as a VTuber. I've been getting a little bit questionable about how I do it. Now, I've talked about this a bit on stream, but the reason why I've been using like a 3D model that I usually do for shit and using that is primarily because, well, for one, the software. I'm gonna break down the curtains a little bit. I'm gonna break VTuber Masquerade right now. And say that the software I've been using has been really weird recently. There's been a little bit of weird things with my PC recently that I need to get checked out. Not like some kind of fucking malware virus type shit, but like just some clear maintenance that I need to do on it, and I need to check some things because I think some things might be damaged physically. So there's that, but I just haven't had. Well, I say I haven't had the time. I haven't had the will to do it recently. We'll go into that later. But I've been primarily PNG tubing, and it's felt really weird because I used to not really care what people would think and be like, oh, I don't care if you think I'm not a VTuber. I'll call myself a VTuber because I think that's who I am. At least that's what I thought. In recent time, and I mean like a couple months ago, I started questioning whether or not I was, and it felt really, really weird to call myself a VTuber still, because it just didn't feel like I fit the mold of a VTuber anymore, but I don't want to necessarily change anything about my presentation. I think a part of me still does want to be a VTuber, but I think I want to reevaluate how I want to be a VTuber. And that's like one of those things that I have to rethink. I think for the current future, I will still be a VTuber because, well, I had a video planned called I was a VTuber for a year. And I wanted to talk about it a bit. So yeah, I still want to do that video because I made a really banger thumbnail for that. And, you know, I want to fucking use it. So, fuck you. Also, it's because, I don't know, I don't want to say that I'm tired of VTubing or these various other things, but another reason why I've been using like my PNG avatar is because it's just a lot easier to just have a little thing that just kind of like lights up when you talk and not have to worry about like a fucking 3D model and trying to move around and be expressive and shit like that, and you know, various other things. But the main point that I'm trying to get at is that I feel like I don't know how to really go forward with this, but I'm going to try to fix some things. I'm going to try doing some other stuff. But yeah, no, VTubing has been a little bit weird for me, and that's why it's been a little bit awkward with me in terms of VTubing. I will try to make it not sound like I'm on the verge of tears here. Um, but recently, my dad has been having health problems, and that's been kind of putting it lightly. And the current major thing, and I say a major thing, is because there's multiple things. And that major thing is that my dad is soon to have major heart surgery, like actually major heart surgery. And like, I know a lot of people go through heart surgery and make it out fine. it is very scary. And it's not fun. And especially since, other family members are worried sick about it and really worried about something bad happening. Um, Kind of do amplify it a bit. And I'm not saying I'm blaming them. It's just like, this is a very scary operation, even though, like, it's not, it has a high success rate. It's just scary. And there's no way of like putting it any other way. It's a scary surgery. Major heart surgery is scary. And it's been getting to me a lot recently, and that's why I've not been wanting or canceling a lot recently. More past cancels have been because of burnout, but this has been specifically I need to not be necessarily doing a commentary on a video game by myself, and I need to be around friends and stuff like that. And that's why, particularly if you were to go see streams I canceled, and then I pop up in another stream that has like 5 people I know personally and I chat with, and yeah, no, it's a little bit easier to escape the like anxiety worries about like what if something goes wrong when you have a friend that's saying stupid shit about the penis next to you. But yeah, no, that's just been on my mind recently, and it's a very scary thing because it I know I shouldn't say anything because of jinxing it, but if something were to happen, it would be a very drastic thing. It's also the fact that also because healthcare in America costs a lot, and that's not a fun idea. And there's potential of insurance companies fucking us over, and then we're in debt and have to pay stuff off. So that's a fun idea in and of itself. And that's also why I brought up the job stuff before, is because I need to be able to probably apply to a place in case of an emergency. Um, the other thing, and I think this will be the last part, and I apologize for being rambly about this. I hope you're not thinking I'm like about to cry. Because I felt really bad because one of them did sound like I was about to cry, and I felt really weird, and I felt like I was manipulating people with it. Is that my dog is getting old, and she's effectively already in her senior years, and I just want to make sure that I'm here for her. I know some people will say, like, it's not that important, but to me, pets are part of the family, and I want to make sure that I'm around for her in case she needs someone. So that's also been some things that have been kind of collapsing all on me in terms of that. And, you know, a lot of the time I'm able to kind of put those to the side because she's still pretty spry and still herself, even at her old age. But it is a thought that kind of scares me a bit. But I'm sorry if this was really rambly or not really focused. I feel like with the subject matter, it's hard to really get it into focus. And I'm just gonna mostly put it in here raw, besides some cuts. I will say that if it didn't make any sense, I'll simplify it. Dad is going into major heart surgery. Obviously on my mind, scares the fuck out of me. Dog is old. Needs I want to be around in case she needs some proper assistance and help. I'm getting older, almost 30. I'm gonna be 30 at the end of this month. uh, the slight sigh of existential dread of getting old. Not because it's primarily because I don't feel like I've done enough where I should be. And along with the fact that there might be a point if things go wrong where I need to step up and start doing stuff around, and like getting, and that might involve getting a job. In which case, you'll see me a lot less frequently. I don't think I'll disappear forever. because I like doing this stuff. But it is one of those things I have to acknowledge that might happen. Where you'll have to see me, like, kind of vanish for a bit. But yeah, no. Sorry about it being rambly. That's TLDR. Thank you for listening if you did. Is that the Back to the Future thing? So I want to talk about the future of the channel and going forward. Like I said before, I'm going to finish Library of Ruina, and that will be effectively kind of the sunsetting of like how I usually do things. And going forward, things will drastically change. Well, okay, I say drastically. I will still be streaming and I will still be doing other stuff, but I will want to reiterate Limbus Company contos will be streamed, intervalos will be recorded. I might record myself or do a weird post review of reading other Project Moon affiliated shit. But those will still stick around. I plan on doing various other things as well. I didn't talk about this a bit, but I wanted to do more scripted content that's just me kind of sharing my thoughts about stuff that isn't in a stream format. And one of them was that I go figure, the guy with the black mage VTuber likes playing Final Fantasy 14. I wanted to give some thoughts about Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail specifically. I don't know why I said it so clinically, like I'm a fucking market man. But the main that's my dog too. Hi, honey. Ah, wake up, quick, girl. What? What is it, girl? What? What do you need? Do you just want to go upstairs? I think she just wants to go upstairs. Anyways, main point being is that I want to do like a 14 Dawn Trail video because I feel like I have unique thoughts about that expansion, and I think it would be fun to maybe stream my replay through of it again because I want to do that again. There's many other things I want to do too. But there's some things that I want to do, and I think I'll start by saying I want to do them, and then I need to sunset some things and finally finish some things, and then start anew with something, brand new. And I won't say, like, see you there, because I don't know, maybe some of you are not that interested, but if you could, I'd really like maybe check it out. Maybe. Possibly. Either or, thank you for watching this if you did. I'm sorry about the cancellation in streams. And I'm kind of glad I just kind of sat down and, well, I didn't sat down, I stood here. I'm actually standing up right now. But I kind of did this a lot rambly, more ramble-like, because I just kept overthinking the script and decided to just say fuck it, and I'm gonna edit it raw, and I'm gonna go in raw, and I don't fucking care. And thank you for watching. If you subscribe from this, really weird, but I'm not shocked, because half the fucking time YouTube will be like, here's this video from this content creator, I'm quitting. Or YouTube is fucked, or I might have to give up YouTube. Or your mom sucked me good and hard through my jorts. There's a bit I was going to do with that, and I'm just going to completely scrap it because I can't. Fucking GIMP is such a weird program. I don't know how to fucking curve text. I fucking hate it here.